Our behaviours and traits are influenced by thousands of tiny differences in our DNA. Our tendency to develop or display certain behaviours and traits based on these genetic differences is known as genetic propensity. In psychology and education research, we conduct studies to predict the genetic propensity for traits such as educational attainment, reading ability, and intelligence. But how do we predict genetic propensity? We start with a genome-wide association study. This is a large-scale study that records the genetic information of thousands or even millions of individuals. In the Genome-Wide Association study, each individual's genome is searched to identify tiny DNA variants that are associated with a certain trait. We call these tiny DNA variants single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs for short. We use the SNPs that we found in the Genome-Wide Association study and compare them to a different sample of individuals to see if any of the SNPs match up. The matched SNPs are then added together to create a genome-wide polygenic score, or a GPS, that captures each person's genetic propensity for a certain trait. But genetics alone don't make us who we are, and the GPS, genetic propensity, only explains a small percentage of the variance between people. We also have to consider the environment, which has a significant influence on our traits. Studying the interaction between genes and the environment can help us to better understand how individual differences develop, and could explain even more of the variance in traits like educational attainment, reading ability, intelligence, and more.